I didn't want to sit here. They made me sit.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so I was actually talking about the NVIDIA Shield. It's a handheld console that looks really wonky. You guys don't know anything about it? Really wonky.
Sorry,
Whoa.
I'm just testing the mic. It runs.
Okay, it's working this time, right? All right.
Echo.
It's not that great, and that's why I'm not going to continue talking about it. The NVIDIA Shield, it's got nothing compared to even the Vita is gonna. It's
I'm
gonna be
pretty
better.
sure just in the NVIDIA Shield, just like play like emulator stuff, or
no, not necessarily. It's actually got Arma. They made like an Arma mobile game where you can move around your squad. They made
play Daisy.
No.
Oh. Well,
no, but you can. You actually can. What it does, you stream. No, I'm not joking with you. You can stream from your computer onto your PC with an NVIDIA card, obviously. It also has a library of Android games made for the NVIDIA. Oh, sort of like the Oculus Rift. You can also connect it to your TV.
But the Shield's just like a controller with the screen on it, isn't it?
Basically, like it's
right.
They're trying to compete with DS and Vita, and it's not gonna go. It's not gonna take off. I don't see it.
Personally, I think it's a great concept. It's a game changer.
It does sound cool.
No, that's what the Wii U is.
No.
Basically,
it's a Wii U, but worse.
But wonkier, actually.
Yeah, I think it's a great concept.
Wii U with
I think
Android. So it's an U.
Oh, you.
Oh, you.
We should just make jokes.
The feel is really weird, but the concept, it changes the game, right? Because that eliminates the need to have a console. In a way.
Kinda.
And
I've never been a fan of
that sort of makes
anyway, so.
that sort of makes it so where if anywhere you are, you have your little handheld and your computer, and that's all you have. You don't need a console.
But can you take it on an airplane?
Yes.
It's the
Can you take
tracking.
it on a subway?
The
Can you
clunkiness.
take it on a bus?
Hey.
In a
The
box.
clunkiness is distracting from the gameplay.
But you can.
On a boat.
I agree.
In a moat.
But that can be worked on. That can be modded. This is the first.
What it needs to do, it needs to have a levitation device that can instantly shield like your keyboard and mouse.
Like a hologram.
Yeah. like you're just like, and then
Well,
now
actually,
you
I
can
have a
play.
laser one, but like the problem with a laser keyboard is that you're used to like tapping on stuff. So instead of that, you're tapping on like a piece of board, and your fingers aren't used to it. So for the first month, you're just like, and like you bruise your fingertips. And
Yeah, I've seen people like posting about those, and they're like making a comeback a little bit, but they've been around for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But they just were really bad.
Yeah,
Well, it's the same
I want holographic projection at some point.
Yeah.
But only rich
Within your
people have that
lifetime.
now.
Within your lifetime, maybe.
Only
probably,
rich people
possibly.
have it.
3D printers.
I think essentially.
Print out guns, robbing banks.
Yeah.
Good times.
Someone tested one of the printed guns and it
Yeah, we had a
exploded.
3D printer. That's not
Shot 2 to 3 times.
Really? It exploded just like completely in your
Well, the cap, you know how a bullet works.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
And, well, that didn't work so well, and it like kind of shattered the gun in his hand. He wasn't happy about that. That's what I gathered from the report.
He's fine. Off topic though, we're getting. I think the problem with handhelds is that the market's pretty done. It's saturated, and it's like, where do you go with this handheld gaming thing besides 3D, which they did? And most of the focus now is getting this all
Oculus.
down, getting everything into the living room. The Oculus is
Right.
cool. That's a game changer.
Yeah.
Because that's bringing the gaming into a whole new medium that was without a TV.
Yeah.
But what everything's focused on is taking control of this whole setup here with the TV and the DVD player, the living room, and the kids and the dads and the moms and
And
What
by
I
the
really
way,
want to see out of the Oculus is reimagining of like really old style games, like just completely redefining Pong, or like cool,
like Wolfenstein.
yeah, or like,
well, they have.
That'd be awesome, actually.
or like you know, but like Pong in a 3D environment with like that. Honestly, I think a really good combination would be like the PlayStation Move or the Kinect.
So,
But the
so
Kinect
Tron.
just like really close to you.
You want Tron.
Kind of, but
You want
Tron's
Tron.
kind of.
That's what it is.
You know,
It's
I'm not
just
bad
like
about it. I want
your
Tron.
interactivity area would be like this box that's about waist high because people don't stand in game.
the omnidirection
That we were
uses
talking
the
about.
Kinect.
Yeah. I mean, you can do anything with anything as long as you can develop it.
Anything with anything.
Yes,
As long as you
literally.
believe.
You can play a game
Disney.
with a mouse. And
As
a
long as you
stick.
believe.
You can
If
do
you have
anything.
If you have the omnidirectional treadmill and you have your Oculus Rift and you have a Kinect, if you know how to program, you can make a game for it. Like
Yeah.
It's not that
just
hard.
like really, really specific.
to make it
Sex
a
simulator.
mass. You can whatever.
They have those, but you have to special order it from Japan. It's a huge hassle, and they have really awkward names on the box.
It'd be weird to use the treadmill for
The
that.
biggest
they don't like run
problem.
when you're, you know what I mean?
The biggest problem
You
with
don't.
doing something like that is just getting into other people's homes. You can have it in
Yeah.
your home and you can do that easy, but having it being affordable and accessible in every other person's home, that's why making a game that uses so much other stuff is the hard thing to do. I mean, you can spend, sure, there'll be like maybe 1,000 people that want to spend $1,000 on a setup of like an omnidirectional treadmill, Oculus Rift, and a Kinect to play on the computer, to play a really amazing interactive game that provides the most real experience ever created in all time, besides life. And
Besides life, kids don't give up on it.
yeah,
But I'm only level
but it's just
12.
physically or
It takes so long to level
financially, it's not
It's better.
practical though.
up. Pay to win.
You get to party level 21.
Yeah.
Life is pay to win.
Yeah, it is.
You don't level up till you start making real money.
You heard it from this man. Life is Tribes Ascent.
Anyways,
These things I've learned.
you guys want to just talk about what kind of games that we're playing right now?
Yeah, definitely.
You said no, but we're gonna talk about it anyways.
Yeah, because he's outmatched.
So, who wants to go first?
Injustice. I'm
Okay.
playing that.
Mhm.
I suck terribly at it, but it's really fun. They know their audience. It has buttloads of content, and Lobo is a great character, even though he's a pain in the ass to use. But he's a lot more fun to use than the other characters, even though you lose a lot. That's probably just I lose a lot with every character I play, so it
All I
doesn't
know
really
is-
change my experience a lot. I just get to flick off 12-year-olds that I beat, or at
Do you
least
get to see it, though?
execute mine. Yeah, because the character does it. He hits him with his chain, and then he runs him over with a motorcycle, shoots him in the face,
Oh, did you
sets
flip
them
off?
on fire, and flip them off at the same time.
But they don't
That's
get to
a
see you
super
do
move.
it, though. You're
No,
way
I-
better. You're just like,
That's not even any fun. That's not fun at all. Like,
That's really fun.
I can
I
do that
disagree.
any day to anybody, but getting a digital character to flip off kids.
He doesn't.
It's not always kids. You know, I don't
It's
know
not always
who it
kid.
is.
He doesn't have a grudge match.
Cody,
It's just-
Cody, I can imagine you driving by an elementary school and just like flicking off
Yeah,
all the
I
kids.
do frequently.
Frequently?
But
Yes,
they get
every
sad,
day.
'cause it's not-
Every time. I've
But
been arrested.
yeah, there's that. They got a lot of alternate costumes, explosions. You know, and it's fun to see those kind of interact with each other on that level. But honestly, Marvel versus DC would be better. I just want to see that game because it'd be great,
But that would require Marvel and DC working together.
and it's not going to happen.
Never.
And, you know,
Like,
having to share
well,
profits.
they're fine.
That'd be cool,
It's
but-
Capcom and Warner Brothers that would be like the big pain in the ass to get to work together because their developmental styles are completely different. Like
And
Warner
money.
Brothers, like NetherRealm would be wanting to put in like a challenge tower and all this, like a 6-hour story mode to make all the people happy, and Capcom would be like, "Shut up."
Shut up, nerds. Just punch each other.
Like you're getting poorly animated, like stop motion at the end of the the arcade mode, and you're getting multiplayer online, and that's it. That's all you get.
I'm okay with that.
Get happy.
I actually got to see Injustice this morning. I watched the stream, and it was really good. I got to hear Solomon Grundy go, Solomon Grundy! And that was just great. But the game was, like, beautiful.
I'm really sad that they didn't put his full poetry thing in there, but I could understand them not doing it because you would essentially like kill them.
He really should say more than just Solomon Grundy.
Well,
He kinda
it's
says it
Solomon
over and
Grundy.
over.
He goes up to Wednesday. It's born on a Monday, christened on Tuesday, married on Wednesday, and falls ill on Thursday, gets sicker on Friday.
Solomon
dies
Grundy
on
Sunday.
Well, dies on Saturday, buried on Sunday, born on Monday. So that's the full thing, in case nobody had ever heard that before.
I hadn't.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It
Well
is. It's
spoken.
great. It's happy. He's actually got a really messed up past. Like my wife looked into his like wiki article, and apparently he's a serial killer from the 1800s that was dead for like 60 years and then came back. and now he's an unstoppable killing machine.
And now he's just Solomon Grundy.
There's actually like references to his history because like the best way to get rid of him is to just put him in space. Because no matter what you do, he comes back. He's like the Hulk. So like he just. That's how his main villain is like the Green Lantern because he likes how they look when they die because apparently they have a green explosion and he thinks it's pretty because he's really that stupid.
That does sound pretty.
But he essentially every time he fights them, they just like put him on the moon or like on a distant planet or something. And like in the story mode, they're like, "So what'd you do with Grundy? You know, you had to fight him. What happened to him?" And he goes, "Oh, I just put him in space."
Yeah, I dropped him off at the moon this morning for play school. That's fine.
Yeah.
You can't just like rip them apart.
Does he like ride the moon back in grand fashion? Solomon Grundy! I just like saying Solomon Grundy and
It's fun.
level with you here.
I like saying it too when I play him online because like he has so much armor that he can just walk through so many like most of the moves. So like people will be like throwing batarangs and crap. I'll be like, Grundy don't care. Whap!
Grundy don't give a fuck. Grundy
He does
slap
not. He
you,
gets
bitch.
very very few.
Grundy don't slap you.
Yeah.
He won't slap you.
They're saying Batman stops everyone. That's pretty true. He's won 3 of the tournaments I've seen. But that honestly, to me, the fact that Batman wins everything, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, all win pretty much everything. Right now, that just means that they kind of developed it properly, because if you take everybody and kind of level them off to where they can fight on like a 2D plane, Batman pretty much should win.
Richard, I am that guy. You want me to put my tongue in his ear?
Okay.
Alright.
No, this is invasion of personal space.
What game are you playing, James?
I know that we talked about what we're playing now, but I actually really want to talk about Destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny
COD
looks
piece of
amazing.
the gods.
Sorry, dude. Yes. We talked about Destiny for like just about the COD piece, and that's it.
The cock piece.
That's the most important part.
Well, really, you can
did
look
you
it
guys see
up.
that-
You can look it up, and people on Google Images, it's just like you'll see a cock piece.
Oh, I realize what you're talking about now. Yes.
D.
That's
D, not CK.
Cock.
COD piece.
It's my
Like the
accent.
fish?
I do this now.
Oh, okay.
COD.
Happen
I
in
know.
30
It's my
seconds.
accent.
no, it happens in like
It's
5
cool.
seconds.
I can't say.
Oh, the past.
Anyway, so Cody's really entertained watching the stream while doing stuff on the stream. He's entertained by watching the past. Anyways, so I want to talk about Destiny. Destiny looks really amazing. It seems like the game for people to play forever, basically.
Okay. Was it?
Well,
What's the deal?
okay, so Destiny, I'm not 100% sure on all the details because I don't really feel like reading all the extensive articles about it. Even though I've read articles like that, I don't feel like reading my own stuff. Stuff like that. Anyways.
Rereading.
But you're on Earth, and you're essentially, there's a major attack on Earth, and the only thing that's saving Earth is this giant white ball above Earth, and they're
Oh,
alien...
Jesus.
Maybe. But it's other alien factions that are either like on other planets or on Earth, like invading, and you're trying to like basically like reclaim Earth and reclaim the human race as like a dominant race, or whatever. I don't know if you can play as different races. Can you?
Kind of like Mass Effect 3.
I've never
meets,
even heard of it.
Elder
You ever heard of
Scrolls.
Destiny?
No.
I don't know. I really
I've heard
played-
of it,
I
but
played
I've
good
only
games.
seen the poster, and that's why I keep referring to it as COD piece, the game.
Well, but they
Tim,
showed
I'm
off.
reading.
They showed off a recent. I mean, they're showing off the first gameplay
Nut.
at the Sony. At the Sony press conference, they're showing off Destiny's first gameplay. So really, nobody really knows how it's going to work. So they're going to show us.
Hopefully.
But what they've shown in the trailers and in the CG stuff, like you'll get to explore different worlds. If you guys watched the most recent trailer from Destiny, they actually had. If you guys watched Revolution, they had Captain Neville on there talking. I don't know his real name, but he has a. Yeah, no.
Huh?
Neville
You said yes.
No.
It's Harry Potter, guys. The game. Harry
No.
Potter.
Never Longbottom.
Oh,
Anyways.
Codename Destiny.
But you get to have like a whole team, and it just looks like it'll be like a really good. It's basically an MMO. It's an MMO shooter, like Defiance, basically. Except it looks like it'll be a lot better and higher
Resolution?
Higher effort. More resolution too,
Higher
yes.
effort.
Yes, they're gonna put more effort
The
into
highest
the
of efforts.
game. Anyways,
I don't know how I feel about
do
that.
any of you guys have any opinions on Destiny?
I don't know. I don't know enough to opinionate on it. I mean, I've seen like some of the artwork for it, and I'm like, damn, that looks pretty cool.
I'm interested in it mainly because it's done by the people who made the first 2 Halos.
Well, Bungie.
Similar. Somewhere in there.
Bungie.
Okay, well, anyways, we'll continue on with game
Never heard
talk.
of
So we
those
talk
guys,
about
Bungie.
Destiny.
The new Battlefield games. The Battlefront. Battlefront.
Like Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah.
Has that officially been
Hold on, who's making
announced,
this?
No. What, Battlefront?
Yeah.
or- EA.
Nobody.
Well, EA is going to be
EA?
making
EA
No,
is
we
the one who
we
has
can't-
the ability.
Let's talk about it.
But you
Yes.
can't say that EA is making Battlefront 3 because
That would be awesome.
It'd
there's
be
no...
nice, but it's not officially announced.
Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you EA makes good games because I'd be lying to you.
The only thing is that EA makes some good stuff. They have
Yes.
plenty of good games. They
Yes.
just
They're big enough to pump out some good games from time to time.
And then they're also big enough to take a hit, like,
Like right now.
Medal of Honor.
Yeah, they're going to take a hit like Star Wars Battlefront 3.
I don't think
But-
that would go over.
Battlefield
bad
3,
if they
like
did
Battlefield 3
EA
wasn't really bad.
EA just has
It was.
the rights to Star
It's
Wars.
fine.
They don't.
Yeah.
They haven't even they just got the rights to Star Wars. They haven't begun production on anything. They're starting now, but it's not like they just got the rights to Star Wars. They have all this game that's coming out at the end of this year. No, it's going to be 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
Oh.
So, I mean, Battlefront 3 is a possibility, but
Yeah.
they're probably going to
For
want to do their
next
own.
gen.
I mean, but they might want to do their own stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
But they realize the fan base that's behind it. We make this one game. All the hardcore fans of the last 2 are going to definitely buy it.
but if they make it
yeah.
and it sucks, then
I
they're
would
just
buy
going to set their whole entire team down a slope of.
A
How do
fail.
you make it
What-
suck though? I mean, Battlefront would essentially be something that they'd be relatively familiar with.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially,
Yep.
third-person shooter, plenty of environments, lots of guns, different play styles,
Yeah.
blah.
Rude enough.
Clone Wars
Bro.
Battlefront.
Clone Wars.
What about Diablo?
3.
Diablo 3.
No. Yeah, Diablo. Diablo 1 and Diablo 2 are great, right? So you're thinking Diablo 3 is taking 10 years to develop, and you're like, blah, 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 and then it comes out.
And then
it
it's
sucks.
a big pile of shit.
Exactly. So,
So what you're trying to say is games don't necessarily need to take that long to...
I think that we're stumbling onto Valve's thought process on the number 3.
The number 3.
I don't know
it's
what that
fine
number
for 1 and
is.
2,
Not-
but then 3 rolls around and it turns into crap. So we're gonna have to.
Not.
You're
We're gonna
saying
have to
this
back
word,
off
and
of
I
it.
don't know.
Well, see, like Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah.
it's alright,
I don't
but it wasn't. It
understand.
didn't live
A
up
little
to
bit less
1 and
than
2.
full.
No, the thing is that not
Four, I
every
get.
game needs to have a
3.
sequel.
Right.
That's true.
Not like if I'm gonna. If you guys watch Game of Thrones, you guys saw the very disappointing. Well, not disappointing, but the heartbreaking episode from last week.
Yes, the Red Wedding. I don't
Yeah,
want
the
to talk
Red-
about Game of
yeah.
Thrones now.
Okay.
That was some fucking catharsis right there.
Yeah.
Hit me right in the feels.
I know, but that's the fact is that things can come to an end, and that's fine. Like
It was not okay.
Speaking of feels, I want this answered by the end of the session. Has a game ever made you cry? I'm just saying.
no.
I got at least 2 tears from Metal Gear
Yeah,
Solid
Tim, we're not
3.
spoiling anything. We're just saying that it's going to hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
Right here in the
Super Hexagon has made me cry.
Sheer rage.
Sheer rage.
Why?
Sheer rage.
I'm a bad person for not being any good at this game.
I'm
Right
gonna,
in the American. Dude, Double Dash was heartbreaking.
Cried at the end of Mario Kart 6.
no,
Okay.
I've never cried during
No.
playing a video game. I mean, I've gotten I felt for that.
You've cried.
You-
You've cried.
Never
When you
lied.
played Star Fox
Okay.
and Crystal
No.
came out of the crystal.
Whenever I was playing Animal
you-
Crossing, okay.
We know.
When I play Animal Crossing, I cried all the time because it was so beautiful, and I love my town.
Alright, now we're just getting
Alright,
into
anyway.
just sad. There's sad level. You know, I did play Harvest Moon. I didn't cry though.
Harvest Moon is okay.
Yeah, it was a good game.
That's fine.
Okay.
I played Viva Pinata. I
I've
cried.
always
Was that actually good?
I wanted to play
legitimately
it.
curious.
I heard
I don't know.
that it was okay.
It was fun,
and the
but
only
it-
thing that made me want to actually play it is because you could raise the pinatas and then beat them to death with a shovel.
Yeah, basically.
So that's essentially the
And then-
only way to get rid of them
Garrett-sama?
is to beat them with a shovel.
Alright.
Oh, Mass Effect. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but Mass Effect.
That's a spoiler, Richard.
Yeah.
No spoilers in chat. Banned. Ban it. Mods.
Mods.
Get the mods.
So Mass Effect 3 ended, like, okay, the whole Mass Effect controversy ending, like that, I personally don't feel they did a horrible job on that. They could have done a lot more stuff to integrate all your choices and all that, for sure. But I personally feel that they have their own rights to do whatever they want with the game, because...
The indoctrination theory made it a lot more acceptable.
I want to believe in the indoctrination theory just because it'd be so awesome and clever of them.
Yeah.
But
That then turns into this little, like, sub-story about how, like, they started off all innocent and pure, and then, like, this giant, like, mega thing came down and started corrupting them and, like, forcing them to do stupid things. And then, like, in the last one, it was, like, them telling everybody that he's been completely corrupted by EA. I mean, the Reapers.
The story is real, it's life.
But
Yeah.
EA.
EA is going to destroy
But
the
that's
world.
essentially, it's Mass Effect is the original team from BioWare. The Reapers are EA. Yeah.
You blew my mind.
Yeah.
Well,
That's essentially how I felt about it.
I know
And it's
that-
just really well put together and I love a good conspiracy theory, so, you know.
Well, I know that
9/11.
everyone hates on EA, but like all the developers who work with like the EA partnership and stuff, like they like swear up and down, like either they're being threatened really hardcore to talk good about EA, or they're actually telling the truth. And I'm not really too sure which one to believe. EA, they seem like corporate giants, and they are a corporate giant.
And
But
horrible people.
I think they honestly try to be.
I think they want to put out good games. I think they want to put out
Yes.
good selling games.
Well, yeah, they want to make money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think they're blinded sometimes.
No, I think they want to make money, and the whole good game part just doesn't factor in at all.
I think that they do feel like they
Yeah.
need to make. They need to make a good game, so they're trying to support that kind of environment in their development.
Absolutely, Rude.
But
See, this is
Origin
why
Scum.
I don't like you standing because I have to look back now.
So what?
Like,
Look
turn
at-
the back
you
to
have
the
to look
camera.
at- Nobody don't care. This is stream on Twitch TV. You don't look into the camera when you're saying things.
I just like the comic, the
Audience
like,
participation.
comic of like EA talking to BioWare as like a little kid with the name BioWare across his face.
EA doesn't.
And EA's
EA
like,
is
here,
challenge.
come with me up this hill and I'll show you this thing. And so EA walks the little BioWare up to the top of the hill and he says, look out upon this field, and
And then he
and
shoots.
BioWare looks out
everything
and
the
I see
all
that. I
the
saw that.
stuff that has been killed by
Oh.
EA, like all the small companies that have been eaten and destroyed, and they're all laying in a big pit dead. And BioWare like stops and he goes, "What's this? Why are you showing me this?" And he turns around and EA's got like the pistol in his face. Yeah.
Make
could happen.
money.
Enjoy
Yeah.
it.
Battlefield 4 is going to be Battlefield 3, but 4, and it's going to make a lot of money.
Battlefield
Yeah, I'm gonna
4
cry.
was announced before Battlefield 3 even came out. So
I'm surprised
I
it's
mean,
not out yet.
no, and also about the Mass Effect thing. Did you ever hear about that news that happened when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out? That a bunch of the discs.
Yeah.
I was one of the special ones that got the Mass Effect
Yeah.
disc. So I have Mass Effect. I just don't have a key for it.
Nice.
So
I thought they gave out like free keys for that.
Well, you have to apply for that.
yeah, I applied for it, but they don't give it to you.
Oh, what a bunch of bitches.
Don't just. I don't want to say. Why don't you just key gen it? But
But then, you know.
Yeah, that's not.
But then
that's
that's
not
illegal.
encouraged.
Then you get in there and there's the giant pink scorpion's invincible and you're like, son of a bitch, it's serious.
Okay.
actually, interesting enough, like if you guys ever, you guys hear about the Dark Souls deal?
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah.
I seen videos of that and it's the funniest shit.
All right, so if you guys don't know about, or if you guys don't even know about Dark Souls is a really amazingly hard game. But whenever they released the game and people got leaked copies early, so you can't really do much as like the developer to prevent people from playing the game early, besides saying, "Hey, don't sell our game."
And DRM.
Yeah, but the brilliant minds from I think what is it, From Software?
Yeah.
From Software, they decided to program in invincible enemies at every corner. Or they're not invincible, they're like level 99. So whenever you're like a beginning like level 1 or 5, they put these like badass enemies all around the lab just to kick your ass around so you couldn't even play the game. You could play the game, but you couldn't actually play
Yeah.
the game.
But
That's
the thing is
probably
that-
the best thing I've ever heard to deal with piracy.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times it's just like, oh, don't do it, or like they talk bad about them. honestly, From Software is becoming one of my favorite companies. I think they're literally trying to design a way to force people to kill themselves
We'll
like,
see.
with their games.
We'll
like,
see with Dark Souls 2.
But, you know...
Actually, I think what happened is it wasn't programmed into the game. It's just that if ever you logged into their servers, they could tell because the game wasn't released yet.
They can summon phantoms.
Yeah, but you had to be logged into their server. Like if you were playing offline, I don't think they could get.
That's gotta be
but
like
it's
the best
really
job.
funny. We should actually go look up the thing.
Like to be essentially the bandmaster of the phantoms, just like, oh, this guy's being a dick.
You get 1,000 phantoms.
What's up, buddy?
You get 1,000 phantoms. There's a gif of a guy who's running and all the phantoms start coming in and he tries to fight them for a second and they just keep coming in and he just drops his shield down and the Brazzers logo comes up. We need to go look it up. So good. Brazzers. Brood knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Brazzers!
Brazzers.
I love you, Brood.
You can put that logo on almost anything.
Yes.
You can probably
This
put it
screen
right
now.
here.
Brazzers.
Right on
we
our
all
screen.
start taking our shirts off.
No.
No.
No. Done. Shirts off. I love this.
Many strokings to your ego. Now let's go. What you talk
James.
about a game?
Well,
New game topic.
right now I've been playing Don't Starve recently, of course.
Have you starved?
Many times, actually. Especially during winter, it's the worst time. I've also been playing Neverwinter. That's kind of my thing right now. I play that a lot, actually. There's not really any need to pay for anything. It's like WoW, but if you choose the online store, it's really overpriced. But then again, it's like any other game from the company.
Injustice is the only game that I haven't
Back
felt
to
bad
Injustice.
about buying their DLC at all. Like on most people, like I'm like, yeah, I can't justify this, but it's in Microsoft points, so I'm like, oh, 240, that's like 99 cents or something. Right? But like it's honestly they're doing a good job with their online model for that. So distraction averted.
Yeah. You thought this was Game Talk Hour? It's actually Game Talk Hour Injustice.
Injustice, Gods Among Us gamers.
Solomon Grundy.
It's the Grundy hour.
And what else are you playing?
Mostly just those two. Yeah. I don't know. Neverwinter's actually pretty fun. They're doing a really good job of how they designed it. It's kind of laggy at some points, but then again, it's still closed beta. So whenever they decide to actually open it up, actually officially, I think it'll do actually.
Well, whenever it's released, yeah. And it's an open beta right now.
Yeah, I mean like.
They also have to get rid of some of the
James,
exploits that they're
apparently
banning
Tim
right
has
now.
a crush on you.
Who?
Tim has a crush on you.
Yeah, I know.
I am.
He wants
James,
your
you
penis.
sexy
Hello. Sliding.
blank. I'm sexy ass, sexy.
I think it's all like reduced down to that 3 marks.
You
But I
should
think
probably
just
take
everything is ass.
that off because that's.
I think we're trying to
Also-
stay relatively professional here.
So with
This is
Neverwinter.
Twitch.
Hey.
Hey.
It's Twitch.
I know
Neverwinter
it's Twitch.
is being talked about here.
Alright.
What's up?
So another interesting thing about Neverwinter is you actually can create your own quests, like
Yes,
full-on
George.
quests. If you guys don't know, Neverwinter is actually supposed to be Dungeons and Dragons, which is the only actual good game that like replicates the Dungeons and Dragons feel. And Neverwinter, the MMO, is going even further with that aspect because, you know, as a dungeon master in Dungeons and Dragons, if you guys ever played Dungeons and Dragons at all, you create your own quests and story and enemies and all that kind of stuff going along. And this is, I think, the first time you actually get to do that, like, legitimately in a video game.
It's sort of like a Little Big Planet thing where you actually get to create your own area, or choose an area, create your own story for it, choose what monsters you want, and then you get to share it with the public and have it, you know, rated. You can play it, share it.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah,
I'm totally digging that.
yeah.
The Neverwinter games have always been really good. It's mainly because the stat system that they use and the way that combat works is exactly how D&D actually works. Every time you make a combat check, it rolls in an RNG, and depending on what your stats are, what you need to roll, like based out of 20 or out of
I
6.
also see like
really cool.
crowdsourcing like material for that for a lot of games is heading in that direction. Like Molecule Media did it, or Studio Molecule
Media
did it
Molecule?
really. Yeah, that's it. I gotta get these names right. Anyway, they did it really well, and I think a lot of people are going to start moving towards that. I think you're seeing a lot of that pretty much everywhere, though.
Well, especially now, like with the PlayStation 4 has a share button built into the controller. I think sharing stuff that you create and that you do is going to be a big part in gaming now.
Also going to be the ability to stream to your friends
Yeah.
as well. So
Basically,
Why play games together when you can watch one guy play games? It's great.
yeah. Well, basically, it's like
Just
Twitch.
make fun of
That's
it.
what Twitch is.
Yes and no.
Well,
The problem with having everyone be able to stream is it's really cool, but not everyone
it
is.
does
You're gonna
kind
want
of,
to watch
it's going to
everyone
get
stream.
like overcrowded for a while, and then
Yeah.
like everybody's going to get bored with it.
Well,
and
yeah, I think people are going to realize they're like, this actually isn't for me.
It's gonna be like a toy. You know, when we were little kids, we had that one toy that we played for, like when we got it, and then it went back to the toy shelf and never
Except
got
this
touched
one
again.
allows us to broadcast the stupid mistake we make as a child to the entire world.
There's
Yeah.
going to be like
And it'll be there
terabytes
forever.
of like information of people essentially being stuck in Dark Souls 2.
I-
You're going to be like, I can't get past
You
this
know,
goddamn dragon
It's
bridge.
gonna be,
Great
it's gonna be
compilation.
titled. It's gonna be
Those
titled
are gonna be
MLG
huge.
playthrough
Happy
of Dark
about
Souls,
that.
and then they're gonna still be stuck on that first part for like an hour.
Actually, did you guys hear about the Nintendo mess up? Well, like some of the virtual games had an error, like it froze at the end of the games. You couldn't restart. And there's a thing on the Nintendo Wii U where like you can ask for help by taking like a screenshot of where you're at and post like on the game website, or not the game hub essentially on the Wii U, and like everyone's just like, I don't know what to do after this. The game stopped moving, and like everyone was having that issue. And it basically
Nintendo's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
similar to that would probably be what's going to be happening.
And the developers just laugh and laugh.
Yeah.
I'd
Look
do
what
that.
we did,
I'd
you
laugh.
poor suckers.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Also, I played some of the Marvel Heroes MMO beta thingy. That's
Crisis,
No,
No.
Infinite Crisis is the MOBA. I didn't
No.
get access to that. One of the guys who left did, but
Yeah.
that seems pretty cool. But anyway, the Heroes MMO seems pretty fun for someone who's already a fan of Marvel. Other people are gonna say it's essentially kind of a regular, like free MMO
DCU.
kind of deal. It's actually pretty nifty though. The only thing I can really complain about it is that it has like really MMO like. The thing I hate about MMOs is when you hit someone, it doesn't really feel like there's an impact or anything, and when you do like character events or boss fights, there's like absolutely no impact because they can just sit there and take all your damage and
Yeah.
laugh at you and set you on fire and then you die.
It's mostly like a DPS race.
But it's essentially, I think they have one of the original creators of Diablo working on it, so it's essentially it's Diablo and
Marvel.
X-Men Legends in the same game. And that actually, it works pretty well. I could see myself playing it. I also think that there's a large, like, kind of adolescent, like, area for it. Because it's free, you don't really have to pay anything. Anything that you can get on the store, you can also get randomly and drop. So
Yeah, but if it's a third-person
That's
ARPG, that's going to be a problem because that market is saturated right now with Torchlight, Diablo 3, and Path of Exile.
Yeah.
And Diablo 3 is about to get a new expansion that's going to change everything. Not that it's going to be good. I'm just going to say it's going to change everything. It's just going to be a different color pile
Well,
of
it's
shit.
just that it's like to me. I think they're focusing on like the 10 to 12-year-olds because it's made by the same people who did the Marvel Super Team or whatever it is. Marvel Team.
I know what you're talking about. but
Yeah, it's
it's
like
called-
the kid, chibi, baby-faced kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
I think it was
it's
actually called
essentially-
Marvel Heroes. Something.
Super
Yeah.
kawaii.
Marvel.
No, Super Strike Squad. I think.
Super.
Weren't we just
Superhero
talking about
Squad.
this?
Diablo
Yeah.
3.
Superhero Squad.
Something like that. Super Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero.
The only thing I'm really complaining about it so far is that there isn't a single villain on there. And if I don't get some damn MODOK, I'm gonna flip my shit. But
Well,
yeah,
Marvel
it's-
heroes, not Marvel villains.
Well,
That's
they need
true.
to straighten up and
Well,
give me
like-
some goddamn
Like
villains.
City of Heroes and City of Villains.
Yeah.
Like maybe 10 years later they'll release.
I'll
10 years
be
later when
waiting.
no one's playing their game.
Same with
I-
City of Villains.
It's just like that kind of game right now is a little bit saturated because Torchlight hits the old stuff pretty good. Path of Exile is awesome. I would love to talk about that later whenever we have a chance.
Well, we'll probably have to talk about now. We might run out of time a little bit.
All
And
right.
Diablo 3 is just a pile of shit.
Who's up?
You want me to talk? Alright. What games am I playing? I'm playing a lot of PlanetSide. I'm also getting into Rising Storm. It's a pretty fun game. It's like that American versus Japanese World War II style where invading the beach and when you die, it's like you respawn with everybody else, so it's waves of enemies coming at you, which is pretty cool. It's got it's like a Call of Duty aspect to it, but then it's got that Arma aspect to it, which is really weird. It's a really weird mix, because you could have different stances, but then it's not necessarily run and gun. It's fun. I would recommend it. It's like right now in beta for $20. It's pretty good.
Is it an MMO or is it like a matchmaking kind of thing?
It's you just join a server, and I mean it's up to 64 people, and then there's also different game modes. It's like there's conquest, where you capture the flag type, but then there's just straight up like destroy this base and then destroy this base, kind of like in Battlefield when you rush. There's kind of that aspect. There's also, I haven't played too much to know every single aspect. There's also really fun, like if you ever get in a server where it's 64 player free for all. That's crazy because everybody's running around with katanas and swords and just swiping at people.
Oh boy!
And apparently, like if you die running, like if you kill somebody with a katana, you like regain all your health or something. If you're near death, it's like an adrenaline thing. It's pretty cool.
Honor kill.
Yeah, honor kill. It's badass. And then
the Enclave or Dirty Sandrakers?
The what? Enclave?
Go ahead.
What Enclave?
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know the Enclave. That's why I'm asking. I know them.
There's no hacks, Brood.
Enclave is a special sort of special. What happened was the outfit leader, I think he's the outfit leader, he was partnered with Twitch because he basically told everybody in the outfit that the only way they could be in the outfit is if they watched his videos. And that's on the...
What an ass.
Yeah, basically. So on the Twitch, when Twitch found out about it, they took away his partnership, and then he kind of like slowly died on the servers. And every now and then when you see his name in the kill feed, everybody just hates on him in the chat. They're like, get out of here, blah, 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 blah. And we're like, yeah, okay.
Right. The guy who said that also said Goku is awesome. Is there any kind of...
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Goku is awesome. Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan.
Just saying.
I am just saying, but Superman beat him. I'm just saying.
Kakakara Cake. Am real Super Saiyan legend.
Alright,
say that.
So,
Alright.
you're playing JC.
Right now I'm playing Hotline Miami.
Miami is a good freaking game. It's one that, like, for me, as a guy who follows game design and, like, how games work, and what this guy did
so awesome.
was so freaking smart, because he took, like, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of on debate and kind of on the floor right now with, like, game design, because a lot of things are going towards, like, free-to-play, and if you don't pay them, you essentially pay in time. Like, you slow down your character development, you slow down the game, you slow down your login rates. You only have, like, 300, like, however many times, however much time you have to sign in, right?
Absolutely.
This guy did the absolute, like, opposite of where a lot of that's going. They don't punish you in bulk. Like, if you die, the second you die, you click whatever and you restart. The only time that you're punished is the amount of time it takes to get back to where you were. It is actually like infinite lives, take as long as you want, kill everything, and it's the bloodiest pixelated game I've ever played. And it's very well made.
I'm also playing Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
Oh yes,
That game
guys in here.
is amazing.
Blood Dragon is so awesome.
It's amazing. It's so... And I love the fact that it's a standalone version, because I actually never played Far Cry 3. I watched videos because I wasn't going to buy it for $60. I'm like, you would have bought that?
Sure, about it because
$14.99.
I am riding a dragon and shooting lasers out of its mouth or something.
It's
and I'm like,
eyes.
Yeah, out of its no, it's actually is it eyes? Yeah, it's its eyes.
Yeah,
but it's badass. You got like this laser bow, and like you just start off on a helicopter with a chain gun, and there's like 70s music playing, and you're just killing everything. It was awesome. I mean, that's the best start to a game.
It's
gratuitous violence.
Yeah, it's
great.
I really
it's
think
a feel-good game. That's what it is. Like,
I think
it's
that
awesome.
there's going to be a lot more games like that coming up, because like they've kind of moved towards like this. Oh, we need to be realistic and gritty and like,
and that's
cool
anything.
and all.
That's
that's
like,
kind of the direction that like Heavy Rain went, and that was a huge
Amazing.
success. But anyway, I think that they're going in like the more kind of like late 80s, 90s kind of action movie
But
kind of feel
thing
now.
is, that's really hard to pull off. Like, you have to either go full on, like if you guys ever saw Tropic Thunder, you have to go full retard.
Yeah, you can't. It's
You have
real
to go
easy to
full
go
You have
full
to go
retard.
full retard.
No, but you have to go full retard.
Basically. Like, I mean, glowing crocodiles. I mean, you know, it's just
Yeah.
out
Well, I mean,
there.
they also
It's
did
absolutely
Double
just
Dragon, like
gratuitous
Neon.
fun.
No,
It
and
was
also,
actually a good game. I
Yeah.
didn't play it for very long,
And-
but like the like them putting in high fives as like a power up and like a health boost thing. Great idea because it's the most hype of shit ever. But
Yeah.
you know,
The most high, the raddest.
no, and
it's
also,
so rad.
Fucking
also the
rad.
thing
Like
about
you
Far
do
Cry
that
3.
like 3 or 4 times, you just have a mullet.
And the thing about Far Cry 3 was the original storyline was like heavily like drug based. I mean,
Yeah.
there would be parts where you're just on drugs, on like something that this doctor gave you, and you're like, what the hell am I? And that's what the story is. You have flashbacks like that. So I think the Blood Dragon thing kind of goes along with that, and the whole thing you could like flick off
It's
an
all
enemy.
an acid
That's
trip.
what you were talking about earlier. You could just flick off an enemy in the middle of, you know, you could like taunt them.
Yeah.
In that game, it's just like your cyber and you're flicking them off. It's pretty badass. It's like, oh look, a dragon shooting leads. By the way, that dragon, it can one hit you easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It one
Yeah, you
hits.
definitely, like, it makes you crouch through a path of like 3 dragons that are just like moving around and stuff. And they're like little dogs sometimes. Like, if you get up out of crouch, they instantly know where you are.
And you could
'Cause-
throw those hearts and stuff.
Yeah, you actually have to throw your enemy's hearts, and that's how you distract the dragons. They're not like dragons, like we know dragons. They're more like
Lizards. No, they're like big lizards.
Well,
right?
No,
well,
yeah,
it's kind
they're
of like
dragons.
a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's badass though.
Yeah.
Also. All right.
Dinosaur shoots
Dinosaur.
lasers. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cody, what are you playing? I know you're playing Path of Exile.
I'm playing all kinds of shit. Path of Exile is really cool. It's just like the try-hard version of Diablo 2.
We're playing League of Legends, right?
Must go.
I know.
The part was for Richard.
You don't like being Chad McBro,
Chad McBro. Oh man.
Needs more bro.
He's talking to Richard, Chad. But yeah, Path of Exile is super interesting. If you haven't heard about it, it is free, and it's really reminiscent of Diablo 2. It's like Diablo 2's spiritual successor. If you just forget that Diablo 3 exists and you go straight to Path of Exile, you'll be good. They get rid of a standard currency system. All the currency is of items. There are like monthly updates of new content, new abilities, new changes to servers. There's 4-month races, 1-day races, 2-hour races, 1-hour races. It's the startling and staggering amount of content, and they're just getting ready to patch a huge patch and change the whole game entirely. So, ideally, now is the best time to start playing.
Well, they're just
All
gonna-
11 of you.
They're also yes.
Oh, I love it.
They're also just now
That's
starting
massive.
phase 2 of the beta. I think they're opening up beta.
That's what I'm talking about.
Phase 2 beta, yeah.
Yeah, they're changing a lot of stuff. They're adding 2 4-month leagues so it's you start a character and you go for 4 months on the ladder, and then the ladder will reset at the end of 4 months. Those are very difficult game modes.
Yeah.
Some of them are actually like PvP, and PvP in that game is cray. Shit is just out of control. It's bonkers.
Oh shit, it's open.
Yeah.
Alright.
But that game is phenomenal. It's really try hard, so if you don't like to try hard, you probably shouldn't play it. But it's really rewarding when you actually look at it. If you look at the skill tree, just don't be scared.
Well, we gotta wrap up in a little bit. So I'm gonna talk about what I'm playing real quick. Yeah, whatever.
Are we going to talk about Dota?
No, we don't get to talk about Dota.
Hurry up.
Everybody
I gotta
already knows
plug War-
about Dota.
I gotta plug Dota, I gotta plug War of the Roses, so alright.
Alright, so what I'm playing right now, I'm playing a little bit of,
Oh.
at least a lot of old stuff. I'm replaying through my Mass Effect storyline because I bought the Mass Effect trilogy on the PS3. So I'm going through all that again. And I forgot how hard Insanity Mode was, and I haven't played Mass Effect in a while, so I
Because of
die like
Insanity
every
Mode.
5 seconds whenever I'm fighting the collectors right now. With stupid Harbinger, whatever his name is.
Harbinger?
Harbinger.
There you go.
Yes.
Words.
He's
English.
the Harbinger. He
I'm
brings
also-
the Harb.
I'm also finally playing through Skyrim again. I never beat
Yeah, I
the
saw
game, and I bought Dawnguard and Hearthfire, but I have no idea how to access Dawnguard. So what?
You're essentially you get past a certain point in the regular story, and they'll contact you.
Oh, well, I guess I have to progress with the storyline.
Or you
It's
Google
not that
it.
far. It's like you
Google
unlock
that.
dragons, and then they'll be like, yeah, we got.
Yeah,
zombies.
I haven't got to the.
Yeah, you have to be
yet.
level 10. What a noob.
I just got to level 10.
What a noob!
Just got to level 10.
Play more games.
Right.
I'm
we
streaming.
run a game website. Play more games.
I don't got time to play games. Anyways, I'm also playing Fuse. I'm actually
Fucking noob.
trying to do Fuse. What?
You're a noob!
You sounded
Tim's calling
offended
you
at
out. Calling you out hardcore.
What a bitch.
Oh,
I don't start on my tent like that.
Oh, that's right. You did him.
James gonna fuck you up.
Anyways,
They're apparently dating.
I'm trying to play through Fuse co-op only, and I'm playing it through with my girlfriend right now. I don't know if she's still watching the stream or not.
Go.
But
And that's not English.
she's actually doing a better job than James was.
Oh, I gave you a
Oh,
little
That's
bird.
not even true.
It is true, actually. I was witness to that.
Actually,
I
James
was
and I were
witness-
playing before we did the stream, and we got our asses handed to us. Like, we couldn't get to like the 3rd or 4th wave on the 12 wave for the echelon mode.
She probably isn't supporting you.
Whatever. Anyways,
It's not Miss Swallowitz, is it?
actually it is.
Oh, cool.
She's here. Oh, snap.
Hi.
You guys just keep talking. Let's keep reading chat.
Yeah,
Fuck
well-
all this game shit.
Whatever.
We're
Anyways.
going to go into the infinite loop of,
Yeah.
of
So
internet streaming.
I'm trying to play through the entire game on co-op split screen because it's a 4-player co-op game, and most games nowadays aren't co-op. And I really want more games to go back to that route of co-op. I know the split screen sucks, but we have big enough TVs where it doesn't matter that we do split screen. Really, I like when they do horizontal versus vertical stream. Split screen. Yeah, words.
Man.
And unfortunately, Fuse uses vertical, but I know it's kind of crappy. But it's still a decent experience, and I don't really have I'm still getting a good feel of the game. And Fuse is actually really good. I heard it's gotten mixed reviews from a lot of people.
Because it's probably bad.
No, it's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, like it's not a typical shooter. It's more arcade style.
Yeah.
And honestly, I know you were talking about this earlier about how games are switching to be more real. They should have kept the cartoon style gameplay of it. If they kept that, the game would have been golden. They switched to the real, and it's still good, but I feel it would have provided a much better. And
Visual
They just need to release a skin pack or something.
that'd
Yeah.
be cool. I
The
definitely
cartoon
paid
skin
more
pack.
money for that one. But anyway, so Fuse is really great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Playing co-op isn't terrible. It's easy to split screen to communicate with whoever you're playing with to help you out.
Hats.
I end up dying a lot. I like to run out even though I'm the sniper rifle guy.
I got a hat right here.
She said, Miss Wallowitz says that she's tired of carrying you in that game.
What?
Oh.
Hey now.
I admire you.
I believe that
Your
my kills are like
appreciation
10
makes
times
chat.
your kills. So
That's good.
Yes, plans work.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
so Cody, you have to plug more stuff in.
Okay, yeah, we just started playing War of the Roses. It's medieval combat.
Oh yeah, that game.
Which is it's a really cool combat system that's like
that
super
color?
difficult to learn. And I don't even know how to block yet, but it's really rewarding to actually learn it. There's like 200 people that play this game. There's like 5 servers that have anyone in them. So you guys should play it. I know like half of you in chat already play it. Medieval Barbies. Richard knows. It's super fun. It's not free to play, and there's still pay to win stuff, which is a little irritating that you have to buy the game and still unlock stuff by getting the in-game currency or pay for it, which don't do that. That's sad. But it's really fun. I've only been playing it for like 2 days, and it's already one of my favorite games. It's just super jazzy. And Dota 2, if any of you play League of Lesbians, you make me sad. I have Dota 2 keys. Contact me. I'll give them to you. Valve will send me more, I promise.
They don't even know
Valve-
how to contact you.
Hey, Valve sends you
They can
Dota.
go to the website.
Hey,
Yeah.
Well, what's the website?
Every-
My
Everybody
name is
ca-
Cody House. Look me up. Codicius at gmail.com. GNN.
Do it. Do it.
Valve sent everybody a Dota 2 key. I got one.
Everyone?
I'm pretty sure they sent everyone.
That wouldn't surprise me. I have 7.
I don't know.
I've gotten rid of 4
I installed
already.
it. I installed it just to like one day when I want to click that play button. But
I installed it and I just installed it.
yeah,
Install it,
I
Play
heard
with
that
me.
it was like harder than League of Legends.
Yeah,
and
that's
like
what I
it's
heard.
more tactically sound.
Yeah.
And I essentially decided that like if I can't mash buttons,
Somebody
I
really-
Huh? No, I'm gonna text you.
like I'm bad enough at League of Legends. I don't need to go on there and embarrass myself.
Yeah, you're pretty bad at League of Legends. So.
Okay, so
Well, it's off.
what?
I didn't even talk about Dota yet.
Just
First
talk
of
about
all,
Dota.
You
if you
just
don't play
talking
it and you
about
want a
Dota.
key, tell me. You can play with me and my friends, and you will be bad. We're bad. Play with us. Fun times. I'll yell at you, and I'll yell at myself. It's great.
Yeah.
It's just the hard mode version of League of Legends, and that's really to say League of Legends is the dumbed down version of Dota. If you want to actually play a game and feel good about being good at something, play
Play
Dota.
Injustice.
Play Injustice! Solomon Grundy! Take it
Solomon
away,
Grundy.
Anthony.
Actually, Injustice has
Mr.
like
Orban.
online modes like King of the Hill and Survivor. Those are excellent game modes for a fighting game, and I hope
What?
more
What are
fighting
you looking
games. More fighting games should use their story mode, and more fighting games should use the King of the Hill and Survivor. That's my piece.
Oh, well, actually, real quick, a game that's coming out really soon. I just did an article about The Last of Us' multiplayer. If you guys haven't looked it up, Last of Us is a PlayStation 3 exclusive title coming out next Friday, June 14th.
I've deduced that it's old Nathan Drake.
Maybe. Anyways, so the multiplayer game experience is actually going to be really cool. They have a couple different modes, Link's Supply Raid and Survivor, I think. And Survivor, you don't have any respawns until the next round, so once you die, you're dead until they finish up the round. And then Supply Raid, you have to go gather up supplies and also kill the enemies. You have 20 respawns. Your whole team has 20 respawns, not just you. But also, what was really, really interesting is that I think...
On the fly creation.
Yeah, you can do crafting on the fly.
Like make a smoke bomb while you're hiding behind a bus.
Yeah,
Oh, rocket
basically,
launcher.
like, I used the example earlier. I was like, alright, so say you're pinned down and you're like, damn, I really need a fucking rocket launcher right now to blow this guy up. So you just go and craft a rocket launcher.
Launcher.
Rocket launcher.
And just blow them up. Like, it'll be that easy and that awesome. Or like in the example for the trailer, they built a smoke bomb and threw it at them and then came up and shanked the lady in the face. That was pretty awesome.
I also
They
like the
stabbed her right in the
integration
head.
of like the 2x4 as an official weapon in there.
Yeah.
Like, because this guy was like hiding and he was like, "Oh, I got this stick over here. What am I gonna do with this stick?" The guy walks around and he whomps him on the head with a 2x4. And it was apparently an effective kill, except he had like 5 friends.
What can I
hanging
make with this
around.
stick? Shit. Bam! Stick done.
I can make a stick with
I can
stick.
make
I
a
made
stick
a
with the
stick.
stick.
It's super effective.
But anyway, so that game looks really awesome. I'm really excited about the integration of the whole crafting system. They also added the whole you can buy ammunition or access like the store also while you're undercover. And
that's
did
also-
Counter-Strike do that? I don't
No.
I never
Like,
played.
you have to go to the
be
buy
in an
zone,
area.
Okay.
and normally the buy zone shuts off after a period of time. Because when you're in a firefight, it's not like you can go back to the marketplace like,
Okay.
dude, I ran out of bullets. Can you give me some more?
Well,
In the super future, you can.
in Super
and,
Future
like, freaking,
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, in the apocalypse, when you're fighting for your life.
That's how it works in friggin' Dust. As long as you got
Well, when they have
connections,
drops.
man,
That's
they'll
true.
teleport the bullets right into your gun, man.
Granted, that aspect doesn't seem that feasible, but it's still
a game.
It's still gonna add an extra gameplay element because if you're like, oh man, this guy's totally out of ammo, like he can surprise you and make a comeback. So it'll basically add a very
Twist.
interesting twist to the multiplayer experience.
I like that their backpacks are very well designed in
Yeah.
that game. Like, there's a lot of detail on those backpacks.
Yeah.
The
Like,
backpacks
the-
is all I care about.
The on-the-fly
Like, that's gonna
integration
be the
seems
new
really
hats.
cool,
Yeah.
but it also seems like you're gonna duck behind cover and you're gonna be trying to make something and you're just getting totally fucked up.
Well, that's why
That's
you
why
have
you
to be
shouldn't-
good,
yeah.
and you can't.
You have to,
Yeah.
Well, it seems like it's a really cool idea to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna
But-
have like quick recipes.
No,
Like, if
yeah,
you have
it'll
it filled
be-
out,
Yeah,
you
like
just click it and you just.
all you do is the way that it's shown in the trailer is that you just pull up the crafting menu and select which item, and then craft it, and you're good to go.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
It
it's
took
kind of
like 5
artfully done,
seconds.
it'd be cool. Like, oh, I got nails and a baseball bat. I can make a nail baseball bat. But if it's like, I've got nails, baseball bat, and super glue, machine gun. It's like what?
It's
like
I
not,
got a problem with
no,
that.
it's not any crafting. Like they have like recipes essentially.
Yeah.
And they have it, like I
Brass
said.
tubing.
I mean, they still don't have all the details announced for it. They just kind of revealed.
I
the
really
role.
hope that they put in the what's it called, the Devastator from Dead Rising 2,
Really.
where it's like it's 2 axes and a sledgehammer, and it's like the best weapon of all time. I think they should put that in there just as an odd.
Just
Because
because
I
why
would-
not? Capcom
I'd
won't
use
get
that
mad.
forever because there's no reason not to. It's like the best survival weapon, except it weighs 100 pounds.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much all that we really have time to talk about. We were supposed to end about 11 o'clock, so it's a little bit
What
past
time is it
that.
now?
A little bit past 11. I think like 11.
11:10.
It's not too early.
14.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyways, so real quick, any guys from the stream, do you guys want us to talk about anything? Do you have any comments about us?
All 4 of them in chat.
Yeah, are there 4 of us? No, there's 11.
There's
That-
11.
That's 11.
Viewers are not representative of what's in chat. Generally, if you have 11, like the number of viewers, less than half of those people are actually in chat.
Especially since like at least one of them is us.
Yeah. Well,
At least one of them.
2.
That's
Yeah.
true,
Well,
actually.
no, because one of these is the stream. That's the stream.
Receiver?
No, actually, there's one
There's a
in.
computer.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
room.
James, how big are you in Australia? He wants to know how big your crowd is in Australia.
Yeah.
Super big.
Super
Oh,
huge.
no, I think he wants to
This
know how
big.
big your penis is.
I was trying to
From down under.
Same
From
as
down under.
Australia. Everybody knows Australia.
From down under.
No, the
Pangus. No.
What is
no.
this receiver thing?
Okay,
Yeah.
so Receiver is a pretty cheaply done, basically a gun simulator. It's a first-person atmospheric shooter.
Oh, I've heard of
yeah.
this.
It's
you talked to us
really,
about that.
really good. It's really cheap, and you can play this for just days because you will never get to 11 tapes. All it really is you walking around with one of 3 guns
Yes, and then-
and either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 bullets, and you walk around picking up these tapes, and that's your mission. It's kind of like Slender Man, but it's actually a game worth playing. But you actually
Can
you
you
have to
customize your gun?
no, you get the a Colt, a Glock, or a revolver, and you get those 3 guns, and you have to check whether there's bullets in the chamber. You have to, if you reload your clip, you have to pull the clip out, put your gun away, put bullets in the clip, pull the gun back out, put the slide in, or put the clip in, slide the chamber, or slide the hand, blah, 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 blah. Pull the slide back, and then cock the hammer, and then you're ready to go. And you have to do all that while you're being chased by flying tasing robots.
yeah.
Or
Oh,
before you go into the room. It's a really
robots.
good game, highly suggested, super fun. That's how first-person shooters should be.
Where is it available?
Steam.
Okay.
It's finally on Steam. He produced another game I haven't checked out, but you can buy that game and get Receiver for free. So
Okay.
You wouldn't win.
check that out. I don't know if it's good. Might be wasting your money.
But if you're going to be paying for Revolver anyways, or
Receiver, yeah.
receiver.
Just
Game's good. Game's
Yeah.
good. And then there's Strike Suit Zero. Really fun game. We don't have to talk
That is
about
an
it.
awesome game.
It is really fun.
Actually-
Gratuitous space battles with lots of missiles.
I've recently found out about Shadow Warrior, I think is what it's called. Have you guys ever heard of Shadow Warrior?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
It's basically, it's an old, I think it's like 1987 was ever it came out. And it's basically Doom, but I think you played like as a ninja. Or something along those
I like
lines.
that.
I'm not really too sure. I just know that they announced Shadow Warrior, the remake, going to be available on RTX. And that's actually why I applied to be at RTX this year.
Wow.
I want to find out more about that game.
Shadow.
And it's actually, the classic Shadow Warrior is available for free on Steam right now. I think forever, maybe. I don't know. But I haven't got a chance to play it yet because I just downloaded it like last night. But that should be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
That's all I got.
I've
about
also, I actually saw. Did you guys hear about Rus? It's like this god game. No, it's pretty Rus.
Like
Yes, I've got a couple
It's a
friends
green
that
light-
played that.
Yes.
It's a really good game. I hear.
It's. I don't know because I only seen videos about it, but it seems like an interesting concept. It's like there's 4 gods, and each of them like have different like abilities in creating this world, and then it's like timed, I think.
Chat's upset with you for saying that wrong.
How do you say it then?
How do you pronounce it, Brood? Phonetics, tell us.
Phonetics.
Phonics.
No phonetics.
I know. Get hooked on phonics.
Get hooked
It's
on-
amazing. How do you say the name of it?
that. There's a delay, it's okay.
It's Swedish.
I don't care if it's Swedish.
It's Swedish, so we cannot freaking.
And I'm
can't pronounce
Cuban.
it
If
properly.
you don't know, then why are you telling him that he's wrong?
Right.
Pronounce it Ruse?
Roos? I don't.
Roos?
Roos?
He says it's got a G in it, so we're putting
Is it
that
Rouge?
right after the S. So it's
Fuck
got
you!
Whatever. But anyways,
I think Cody
it
wants
seems
to
pretty
Rouge.
cool. You basically people spawn out of nowhere, and when you create these tribes, and then
Please, where are you?
they go to
I
war.
know he did. It's a good
He's
one.
clearly angry.
He's clearly angry.
He's so mad.
He's angry at
He's
him.
mad at me. You're fine.
Oh, quick announcement, because I keep talking about injustice that's happening anyway. Ed Boon, he's like a mad troll on his Twitter account. He's essentially unofficially announced a second season pass of 4 characters. My prediction personally is going to be Manhunter, or Martian Manhunter, probably
They should make Johnny
Static Shock.
Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Dude, it'd be so good.
No.
I thought you almost said
Punching
Nicolas
Superman
Cage. I was
in the
like,
nuts would be my only move. Like, I'd meter burn that all day because it would just be like pop, pop. Oh, he wants to go pop, pop. But anyway,
GNN Injustice Hour.
yep.
yeah, that'd be so good.
Just
but
as
anyway,
3 hours.
So yeah,
Just
he
as 3
said
hours.
Scorpion's the only one that's going to be from Mortal Kombat, which is kind of
Good.
only like I really support that. But now that I had thought of Johnny Cage, that would have been really sweet. But anyway, Martian Manhunter, Static Shock, Zatanna, because apparently there's not enough fishnets in that game. Does anybody know who that is? She's like one of the most powerful magicians, and she's actually a stage magician. And she's hot
real
and
life?
wears.
Yes.
Yes, in real life in comics. But anyway, yeah, Zatanna and probably someone else.
Red Hood.
I would really like to see Man-Thing, so go out and vote when he asks. But it's probably going to be Red Hood.
I like to see Man things too.
I know you do.
They actually, you don't know that. You know me. They the way
saw
they
it
put
in your
Scorpion
eyes.
into Injustice. It's very well done.
Yeah, I was really apprehensive
He
about
looks
it
like
when
a
it got
superhero.
leaked, but they
Especially
actually
the new armor he did.
Yeah,
they did
that's
a really
highlight.
good job changing his armor and his playstyle to where it'll be effective and useful in that game. And I was really afraid of him being overpowered because of his teleport punch. And his teleport punch is overpowered, but if you block the thing, you've got a free combo on him. So he's not really overpowered, but I mean, you only need one move to become overpowered. So I honestly, I wish they'd do some more to make Lobo more effective, but that's about it. It's a nifty stuff. What are you
Anything
doing?
else?
I'm adding a link. Well, not
Go
actually-
fall! Go fall!
Go
Go
fall.
Go fall! Go
Go follow
Go
us
follow
at-
us at GamersNetwork.wordpress.com.
Oh, also, you can go and
Well,
vote
that is just
for
a mouthful.
what's her name? Skullgirls. Skullgirls' new set of
Fuck
DLC
that.
characters.
Link it in
You
the chat.
It's just better if you link it in the chat.
Well, then you can link it in the
go
chat
vote
too.
on
I
their
can't
new
see what
characters,
you're writing.
And one of them is literally a shark with a laser. So
Sharks with freaking laser beams on
exactly,
their feet.
he's a scientist and he sharks and he lasers.
Any lasers.
Go, James. You know
Yeah,
what to
there's
do.
a bunch of really cool stuff. Those guys, they're planning on releasing
know what
like
to do.
5 DLC characters, and that's gonna like double their roster.
Oh,
So
where'd you go?
I think honestly, Skullgirls is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
You saved the day.
so that's gonna about wrap it up.
No.
Outros.
I guess we can in a
Outros?
second. Anyways, so I know I wrote it on the screen. If you guys want to type it yourself, or you can follow the link that we're posting in the chat.
It's easier to copy paste.
It's easy to copy paste. So feel free to like us. We'd appreciate it. If you like us on Facebook, we'll let you know about all the stuff that we post. Or if you just follow us on the website, that'll have everything ever pretty much. We have a Twitter feed on there. And you can subscribe via email as well to us off of the website. We'll like to post a lot of stuff.
Yeah, James,
We're going to do a lot of coverage on E3. We're covering the Konami E3 show on Friday. We're going to cover all the conferences on Tuesday. Nintendo on all the conferences on Monday. Nintendo on Tuesday, and yeah, and just like everything else, we're also doing a couple conventions as well. for the next couple months. So we'll have a lot of great content for you guys, hopefully.
Stay posted.
Yes, and we'll do more of these. The regularity of these is still to be determined.
I like it.
But we'll still
like this.
going to we'll try to put up a lot more content. We'll put up some series and stuff as well.
And YouTube stuff.
Yeah, a lot of YouTube stuff. Actually, this video will be posted up on YouTube as well. So if you guys didn't catch the whole thing,
Is it really?
we'll put it up there. I'll put it up there.
No, it's okay. I got this.
Anyways, all right. So that's all I got. I guess we'll exit out, or do you guys have anything else to say?
Contests. We are doing contests. There was a long story short. I was gonna get a $50 Steam card, but it didn't happen. And I am gonna do it on Facebook, on the Facebook page. So if you find their Facebook page, go ahead and do that and like it and stay posted for that, because I am a man of my word and I'm gonna do it since I already said I'm gonna do it.
He wants to give you. Wait, are we giving stuff?
I'm gonna give stuff.
He wants to give you
I want to
stuff.
give you stuff because I'm a nice guy and I
also-
like you guys.
Tell your friends so your friends might get stuff.
Yeah, that's
And then
actually
maybe they'll share that stuff with you.
We need you to generate ad revenue.
Yep.
That's true.
Donate.
Yep.
Well, we don't have any donations. So.
Donations.
we
No, we don't have any
money
donations
to
set up.
me.
Just like us and put us on various social networking sites. You know, social warring kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Plug our shit
Anyway.
everywhere.
hold on.
Pretty much.
Oh, you were saying
Okay.
that? We interrupted the shit out of you.
No.
Oh, also, I want to do since we're also going to a bunch of conventions, I was thinking about buying something for you guys at one of the conventions as well. Probably QuakeCon. They're going to have probably the most badass swag around. I'm getting a bunch of T-shirts. I'm getting 3 free. Well, I paid $60 to get 3 T-shirts. So I might give one of those away, or I might buy a T-shirt there. That'll be determined, and then I'll give it away as part of the contest as well.
Yeah, probably get some signed stuff too.
Yeah, maybe something signed too.
It's
Yeah.
very easily.
We'll
easy for us
figure
to
all
do
that
stuff.
out later. We'll keep you guys posted, but we'll only give it to you if you follow us on Facebook and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do it. Appreciate
So
it.
Did you
they
realize
can't comment,
that
can
you
they? Can they leave us
What?
like recommendations? Can they leave us Yeah,
Do that.
leave recommendations
Don't
for the
feed
next
Did you
goals.
start tonight?
live stream.
Oh. You used the money?
Oh. What are you guys
Don't
talking about?
don't
worry
even
about it.
don't even worry about it.
Hey, making
Well,
fun of my
it's
accent,
It's
Leo.
just stream
Don't-
monsters.
no.
It's just stream monsters. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I want to read this.
It's like that slippery slope of 4chan.
I think
Actually,
You mean Cody's
we
friends?
were.
yeah. 4 out of 5 people talking in chat are people that came from my Facebook. So
It's okay.
It's all good.
Anyways, I guess we'll exit. Start with JC.
All right, thank you for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed and have a good night.
Good time.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Somebody needs to go up there.
I'm-
And
Well, no, we only got. So I guess.
Goodbye.
I was gonna say we can say goodbye like individually.
Bye.
Oh,
from
okay.
left to right.
Well
Or
then.
something. It's too late. It's
Oh,
not
gosh.
late.
That
It's
says
not.
bye.
Yeah. Sorry I was late, guys.
All right.
All right. Thanks
You-
for joining in.
That's not
See you guys
pretty
next
good.
Do
time.
better next time. I love all of you.